Your kids are going to be playing sports all summer. Dr. David Tinjust, welcome to Breakfast Television. Before we get to symptoms and how to prevent the concussions, I want to hear a little bit about your experience with that. You are a concussion specialist.
There's a very large spectrum of concussion. Every concussion has to be carefully managed because there's no small or big concussion. So there's a large spectrum of symptoms, and every case is pretty unique. So you have to build and to have a multidisciplinary team around each patient, and it's very important to give good advice for prevention and for the managing.
Of course, we're talking a lot about this now. About 1 week ago, Max Pacioretty hit the board very hard. The first thing that came to mind for a lot of people is that he has a concussion. We're wondering when he's going to come back to play. Obviously, we want him back as soon as possible. But tell people, because we're talking about concussions in sports, and the little ones will be playing hockey, soccer, baseball all summer. What are some symptoms that the parents should be looking for?
The principal symptoms are headaches, light sensitivity, mood change, change in the sleep, so insomnia or hypersomnia, fatigue, reading discomfort, discomfort when using computer or sending textos. So it's the main symptoms you can experiment after a concussion.
And I remember in 2012, I hit my head on the springboard. I had a concussion, and they told me the first 3 to 4 days are critical in the sort of getting better. And they forbid me to use my phone, computers. I was in a dark room. Are these things, you got to look for those and really make sure that you isolate yourself as soon as possible when an incident has happened?
During the 4 days to maybe the first week is very important to be sure that you don't create overload in your brain. So the first week is very important. And for the parents, the first 24 hours are important to check if there's not abnormal behavior with their kids.
And I mean, are there ways to prevent? What is the best sort of safer way to prevent a concussion? Because you want your kids to be out there playing all kinds of sports.
We can't avoid concussion, but we can do some specific prevention strategy. For example, equipment. So if you play football, you need helmets, and you have to be sure that the helmet fit to your head.
Okay.
You have to avoid to use head as primary point of impact.
Protect your head, essentially, is something you need to do.
And strengthen the neck. So I have a good neck reinforcement and flexibility, because some concussion are generated by whiplash.
Okay. Dr. Tinjust, thank you so much for coming in this morning, clearing things up a little bit. And of course, if an incident happens, do not hesitate. Contact a specialist to make sure that your kids are healthy and stay healthy for a long time. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.